and the tower that they had imagined to complete. Know this, imaginations are a form of reality. Before reality comes through, imaginations come through. I don't know why I'm talking about this particular thing, because you can see that before they actually built the Tower of Babel, there was an imagination set. It's the same thing. The movies you watch, they are someone's reality. The person first imagined it before he brought it into our physical reality. That will be talked about later, but anyhow. And the building of the tower was unto them a transgression and a sin, and they began to build it. And whilst they were building against the Lord, the God of heaven, they imagined, you can't hear what, they imagined in their hearts to war against him and to ascend into heaven. Ha ha. And all these people and all the families divided themselves in three parts. The first said, we will ascend into heaven and fight against him. The second said, we will ascend to heaven and place our own gods there and serve them. The third part said, we will ascend to heaven and smite him with bows and spears. And God knew all their works and all their evil thoughts, and he saw the city and the tower which they were building. Now the thing here is the audacity. The audacity. It's the audacity of the first people to even think they could even ascend into heaven and fight against him. There had to be some things that were putting these unnecessary thoughts and pride inside these people. It's even the second one that said we were sent to heaven and place our own gods. The question here is that, is it the gods of the wood and the stone, or those other gods? You're funny. And serve them there. And the third part now said we were sent to heaven to smite God with bows and spears. Pride. If you want to know when a person is about to fall, pride. And when especially they've been warned and the pride is still staying there. Pride is the beginning of every downfall, of all downfall. Pride goeth before the fall. And when they were building, they built themselves a great city and a very high and strong tower. And on account of its height, the mortar and the bricks did not reach the builders in their ascent to it, until those who went up had completed a full year. Wow. And after that, they reached to the builders and gave them the mortar and the bricks. Thus it was done daily. Now, if you find out about how, tall the Tower of Babel was, compared to the tallest building in our time right now, especially if you read the book of Jubilees, you find out that the Tower of Babel was about 8,500 feet tall. The tallest building in this earth currently right now is 2,000 feet. 2,000 something feet. Can you see how tall that is? We, even with our so-called advanced technology, do not even have this. And what this verse 27 with God explained to me was trying to say is that it became so tall because of its height. It became so tall to the point that when the builders were trying to get the mortar and the bricks to reach the builders on top, basically it had to take about a year before they could get it. Do you understand? It took 1 year, a full year, before they could reach the builders who were on top to give them the mortar and the bricks to continue with this work. Verse 28, and behold, these ascended and others descended the whole day. And if a brick should fall from their hands and get broken, they would all weep over it. And if a man fell and died, none of them would look at him. Wow. That's to tell you that at this point, the building had corrupted their hearts so much that was the only thing they were focused on. Even if a man died, they did not care about life. They cared more about bricks than life. And the Lord knew their thoughts. The issue here now, if you're noticing, is the imagination and the thoughts. The heart is the problem. Why were they doing this? Is it to glorify God? No. And the Lord knew their thoughts, and it came to pass when they were building, they cast the arrows. Imagine, can you see? They cast the arrows towards the heavens, and all the arrows fell upon them, filled with blood. Wow. And when they saw them, they said to each other, surely we have slain all those that are in heaven. Are you saying this? They shot arrows into heaven. God sent those arrows back with blood. And when they saw it, they thought to themselves that surely they have slain those in heaven. God was playing their game. Father has emotions, and he's amazing. He's funny. He's loving. He's caring. He gets angry. He's disciplined. He thinks about people. Father has emotions. You have emotions based on the person you were created, in the image of who you were created. So stop treating God as one-dimensional being. He's multi-dimensional. He loves, he cares, he has